Leading up to the start of the season, I'm going to be releasing my top 100 quarterbacks for the 2023 college football campaign. Every week, I'll be releasing 10 quarterbacks as we get closer to number 1. Last week, we talked about the quarterbacks I had ranked 91 through 100. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the quarterbacks I have ranked 81 through 90. Before we get to today's video, make sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on those notifications if you're new to my channel. If you're watching this video, odds are that you love college football, and odds are you aren't subscribed to my channel. So make sure to subscribe to one of the best college football communities here on YouTube. I'm posting college football videos every day leading up to the season, so make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. Also, make sure to drop a like on this video as well. It helps out with that YouTube algorithm and helps share the video with more college football fans. Plus, it only takes a second to do. Let's kick off today's video with Rutgers quarterback Gavin Wimsatt. He doesn't have much experience yet, as he only has 150 passing attempts this past season. In his brief career, he's thrown for 800 yards with 5 passing touchdowns while adding 130 yards on the ground. He comes with a lot of hype though. In high school, he was an Elite 11 finalist and was the Class 5A State Player of the Year. He was named the 2020 Offensive Player of the Year by the Owensboro Times. He was a consensus 4-star prospect and was the top player in Kentucky and the number 4 dual-threat quarterback nationally by Rivals. He hasn't proven it just yet, but 2023 will be his first full opportunity to show what he's got. Malik Hornsby is finally going to get his opportunity this season. After 3 years at Arkansas, he transferred to Texas State. He had quite a career with the Razorbacks as he attempted only 39 passes over 3 seasons. He turned those into 300 yards with a passing touchdown while adding 300 yards on the ground. Hornsby was a highly touted quarterback when he landed at Arkansas. He was a 4-star recruit coming out of high school and was rated as the number 5 dual-threat quarterback in the country. He led his high school team to back-to-back state championships in 2018 and 2019 while totaling more than 5,000 yards of total offense with 82 touchdowns. Up next is New Mexico State quarterback Diego Pavia. Last year was his first season in New Mexico State after spending a couple of years at the New Mexico Military Institute. And yes, I also learned today they have a football program there. In his debut season, Pavia threw for 1,500 yards with 13 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. He also did a lot of damage on the ground, rushing for over 500 yards with 6 rushing scores. He really turned things around to close the season as he led New Mexico State to 3 consecutive victories. During that 3-game stretch, he had 9 passing touchdowns with only 1 interception. I know it's only a 3-game pace, but that's a 12-game pace of 36 passing touchdowns while throwing for nearly 3,000 passing yards. Grant Wells is still around, and this will be his 2nd season with Virginia Tech. It seemed like he was destined to take the next step after his solid career at Marshall. Back in 2020, Wells threw for 2,100 yards with 18 passing touchdowns. In 2021, he threw for 3,500 yards, but he only had 16 passing touchdowns. He did have a career-high 7 rushing scores. After a pretty solid career with Marshall, he transferred to Virginia Tech in 2022, but had a very underwhelming debut season. In 11 games, he only threw for 2,200 yards with 9 passing touchdowns and 9 interceptions. He did add 6 rushing touchdowns though. I know the potential is there as we saw it from him back at Marshall. He'll just have to prove that he can do it at the Power 5 level. Kain King is now at Georgia Tech after a number of years with Texas A&M. He started the first 2 games of his freshman season back in 2021 before he suffered a season-ending injury. He made his first career start and threw for 300 yards with 2 touchdowns. Then he started at Colorado but left in the first quarter. He recovered and was named the starting quarterback for the Aggies in 2022. In the opening game, he threw 3 touchdowns with 365 yards, the most by an Aggie in a season opener since 2009. That was his high point the rest of the way as A&M lost the 5 games he appeared in the rest of the season. You know who's still around? Bachmeier. He's now at Louisiana Tech. After spending 4 seasons with Boise State, he transferred this offseason. During his career with the Broncos, he appeared in a total of 29 games. Bachmeier threw for over 6,600 yards with 41 passing touchdowns. His best season by far came in 2021 when he threw for over 3,000 yards with 20 passing touchdowns. He started the first 4 games of the 2022 campaign, but that was it for him. The veteran now will get a fresh opportunity at Louisiana Tech. Emery Jones will be at his 3rd stop in the last 3 seasons, this one being at Cincinnati. After a lengthy career at Florida, Jones transferred to Arizona State last season, where he didn't do much and lost the starting job. In 8 games, he threw for 1,500 yards with 7 passing touchdowns and 4 interceptions. He also had 4 rushing touchdowns, tying his career high. Jones spent 4 seasons at Florida, where he appeared in a total of 37 games. His best season was in 2021, when he threw for 2,700 yards with 19 touchdowns, while adding 800 yards on the ground with 4 scores. Jones has proven he can have solid games in his career, so it's going to be interesting to see how he looks for a brand new looking Cincinnati team. Hayden Wolff is back for his 3rd season as Old Dominion's starting quarterback. This will actually be his 5th season with the program, as he was completing passes for them back in 2019. Last year, Wolff had career highs all across the board. He finished the season with 234 completions that he turned into just under 3,000 yards. He also had 18 passing touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Going back to his 2021 season, he's thrown for a combined 5,000 yards. Bowman is still around, and he's going to be at his 3rd program. He's back in the Big 12, as he's going to be the new quarterback for Oklahoma State. Bowman spent 3 seasons with Texas Tech and then spent the last 2 seasons with Michigan. He barely saw the field with the Wolverines, as he attempted only 11 passes over the last 2 years. He saw a lot of action with the Red Raiders, appearing in 19 games for them. His best season came all the way back during his freshman campaign in 2018. He threw for 2,700 yards with 17 passing touchdowns. Over the next 2 seasons, he'd only throw for 2,600 yards with 16 passing touchdowns. Entering his 6th season, I think he's due for the best year of his collegiate career. Wrapping up today's list is Vanderbilt quarterback AJ Swann, who really impressed during his freshman campaign with the Commodores last season. He threw for 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns with just 2 interceptions. He threw 159 pass attempts before throwing his first interception, the longest such stretch by a Vanderbilt quarterback to open a career since at least 1996. And the longest by an SEC quarterback to open their career since 2002. His passing yards as a freshman were the 4th most in Vanderbilt history. He also had the fewest interceptions of any FBS true freshman, with at least 200 dropbacks on the season. So, seeing how he looks over a full season, Vanderbilt might just have a stud quarterback on their hands. Well, that wraps it up for today's list. Was there a quarterback that I had ranked too high or ranked too low? Whoever you thought it was, let me know in the comment section down below. Before you leave, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and turn on those notifications if you're new to my channel. I'm posting college football videos every day leading up to the start of the season, so make sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. Also, don't forget to drop a like on this video as well. It helps out with that YouTube algorithm and helps share the video with more college football fans. Plus, it only takes a second to do. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.